inquiring of when are they resuming the talks. And when President Thabo Mbeki came to Juba, we discussed the same. We are happy that the panel, after a delay and having skipped the timeline, had invited the two countries now to attend the negotiations on the 29th instant. We are returning to the talks, ready to negotiate with the government of Sudan all the outstanding issues and to discuss, review the implementation of Resolution 2046 by the two countries. As you know, on the side of the Republic of South Sudan, we accepted the roadmap, we accepted the resolution of the Security Council 2046 and have started to implement those resolutions from the time they have been issued. The Republic of South Sudan declared cessation of hostilities. The Republic of South Sudan ceased any hostile propaganda against the Republic of Sudan. From then, the Republic of South Sudan withdrew from Pantau Hejlich, and the Republic of South Sudan withdrew its police from Abyei. We have informed, and the Security Council has monitored and affirmed implementation by South Sudan of all these steps and actions required by the resolution of United Nations. Still, the Republic of Sudan is to comply with the resolution. And today, as we are leaving to the negotiations, the government of Sudan is attacking South Sudan today, now, as we speak. Northern Bahr Ghazal state is under attack by the Republic of Sudan, by land, and also aerial bombardment is continuing as we speak now. Sudanese Air Force are bombing South Sudan in Western Bahr Ghazal, Northern Bahr Ghazal, and Unity State. Actually, yesterday, the Sudanese Air Force have violated the airspace of South Sudan, including flying over Juba and other towns in South Sudan. We condemn this, and this absolutely is a clear, gross violations of United Nations Resolution 2046 that call on the government of Sudan to stop its attacks on South Sudan, to stop its aerial bombardment on South Sudan. From the 2nd of May, the Sudan has been in violation of this resolution. As we condemn these acts of violations, we call on the Security Council to take measures it promised in Resolution 2046 and to pressure the government of Sudan to comply with the resolution. As we go to the talks, the government of Sudan has not withdrawn from Abyei as required. They have delayed, even though we are informed that they have told some people and some quarters that they are planning to withdraw. They are in violation to remain in Abyei up to now. We call on the Security Council to take measures against the government of Sudan and force the government of Sudan to withdraw its forces from Abyei, to give way for the return of the Ngok Dinka people of Abyei to their land as defined by the Court of Arbitration in The Hague. The withdrawal of government of Sudan armed forces from Abyei is an important milestone so that the Ngok Dinka people settle in their homes and so that they, the Ngok Dinka, determine their future to decide the final status of ABA. As we go to the talks, the government of Sudan is still engaged in hostile propaganda against the Republic of South Sudan. This is a violation by the government of Sudan of United Nations resolution. As we go to the talks, we are hearing statements by different leaders of the Republic of Sudan, making statements insinuating or attempting to impose preconditions to the talks, including even prioritizing certain items in the agenda. The resolutions clearly call on the two countries to return to talks without any preconditions. Attempting to impose preconditions is a direct violation of the Resolution 2046 as well as the roadmap of the African Union. Strategically, we aim to achieve peace and for South Sudan to have peaceful relations with all its neighbors, including the Republic of Sudan, so that we in South Sudan seize this opportunity as a generation to build our newborn nation and to establish our new state. We want to focus our energies and limited resources in our to carry out our historical mission of nation building and state building here in South Sudan. We believe in a South Sudan that emerges as a free nation, peaceful and prosperous, a nation that will join the rest of the countries in East Africa and the Horn of Africa and the African continent and the entire humanity in making this place a better place for all. We go to these talks and we are ready to negotiate and resolve all the issues without any precondition. All the issues are on the table, as we have seen in the roadmap as well as in the resolution of United Nations. It is clear and obvious that the government of Sudan is not only hostile, but in total violation of the resolutions. They are bombing South Sudan, they are attacking South Sudan, they are attempting and continuously sending militia groups that they are financing an army to destabilize South Sudan. These are not signs of peace. South Sudan is being destabilized by Sudan, and it is clear that Sudan is not in the interest of peace, is not working in the interest of peace. Their actions and words are showing hostilities and violations of their obligations and violations of the United Nations resolution. We are optimistic, and as we return to the talks, yes, you can see for yourself the hostility and violations by the government of Sudan of the Security Council resolution and its failure to implement those resolutions. But we go with the hope and optimism that is born out of our positive thinking as a new nation that has just achieved its freedom and declared its independence. We are ready to negotiate on all the issues. We are ready to reach a resolution of all the outstanding issues so that we move to begin building our nation. The negotiations with the government of Sudan have not been easy, but it has been our determination and perseverance that has yielded fruits. These negotiations, from the time we started them, they have yielded fruits. Having gone and come back, having gone to hundreds of rounds of negotiations, they yielded fruits. South Sudan today is a free country, is an independent country, has been born as a new nation, thanks to the negotiations, thanks to the skills of South Sudanese negotiators who were focused to achieve the goals and aspirations of the people of South Sudan on the negotiating tables. We are patient, and we will continue to put all our efforts to achieve a fair deal, a just deal, and we will continue to go for negotiations until we resolve all the outstanding issues. We are optimistic, and now we are actually more optimistic than any other time before. Today, we have a Security Council Resolution 2046 giving a clear time frame to achieve a resolution of all the issues within 3 months. So this is good. There is an international backing. There is a strong will by the Security Council to support achievement of peace and resolution of all the issues. The Security Council has empowered the panel, and the African Union has established a roadmap, a very clear roadmap to resolve all the outstanding issues. These are very positive developments, and this gives us more optimism. As you can see, we are going to focus within these 3 months to reach a resolution, and if the government of Sudan fail to reach the agreement with us, of course you have seen that the Security Council will develop a set of an agreement and impose it and to be implemented as part of its mandate, including within Chapter 7. As South Sudan and its negotiating team, we will cooperate and work with President Mbeki and his team as facilitators. As you know, the negotiation is between South Sudan and the Republic of Sudan. The two sides are the ones who are responsible for these negotiations. If at all there is any delay in this peace process, it is because of the position taken by the government of Sudan. If at all we have a situation of insecurity or a situation of threat to peace and security, it is because of the policies pursued by the government of Sudan. It is the government of Sudan that is responsible for all these problems, for all these delays, for all the deterioration. It is the policies that are pursued by Sudan, and our work is to work to change these positions so that we develop good relations between our two countries. We open a new page in which the two countries will live side by side in peace and mutual security, cooperating in all fields in pursuit of our mutual interest, in pursuit of the interests of the people of South Sudan, so that we live as good neighbors, and we close the chapter to the bitter relations that we've had because of the policies of marginalization, occupation, and oppression that has been pursued by the regimes in Sudan. Now it is over, and they are trying to recreate the past. They are trying to exploit South Sudan, but these are policies of the past. They cannot be entertained at present, and they cannot definitely inform our future relations.